Beyonce, I was hurt. I went down 7 years on behalf of your hey nigga. Don't throw no shit while I'm talking.
No, you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
There's always been whispers that Beyonce belongs to some kind of secret society.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
belongs to the devil.
About
Beyonce
what's going
is
on.
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day.
Maintaining a spotless reputation as a member of a power couple is Beyoncé's top priority. However, the Queen Bee's demonic music rituals have long been known to insiders.
Ways in me, and by the way, y'all done already with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, you.
Wait,
hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about, you shut the fuck up about Michael.
Split up by you. I don't have any famous buddies. Because I didn't have my child's address when the Kardashians abducted my daughter in public, while I was on TV on Instagram stating, I don't know where my child is. Not one of them __ wants to speak right now. Gave the address to you. I got the address from Travis. However, in regard to Meek Mill's Puff Daddy,
I went down 7 years of my life of motherfuckers hating me for saying Beyonce had the best video. Hey baby, it's rock and roll tonight. Y'all might be experiencing a lot of pop shit, but the vibes is back.
He continued by saying how MTV insiders had to tell him about Beyonce's threats to stop him from making a scene.
Let me explain something. I was hurt. Beyonce, I was hurt because I wanted to present a video called Fake. And out of respect, MTV told me, Mr. West, out of respect to you, I will let you know that Beyonce is winning the video tonight for Formation over Hotline Bling and Famous. They told me beforehand so I wouldn't run on stage. Beyonce, I was hurt. I went down 7 years on behalf of your hey nigga. Don't throw no shit while I'm talking. Beyonce, I was hurt. Cause I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me and over how I live.
standing up for Beyonce. I lost 7 years of my life. I'm hated by the for stating that I had to record. Cheering. Hey sweetie. Tonight is like the world. He went on to explain that in order to prevent him from creating a disturbance, MTV insiders had to inform him of Beyonce.
I've been sitting here to give y'all my truth, even at the risk of my own life, even at the risk of my own success, my own career. I've been sitting here to give y'all the truth. JC, call me, bro. You still ain't called me. JC, call me. Hey, bro. JC, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man. I'm not trying to be the man. I just am a man. The same as everybody here. Feelings matter, bro. It's a new world. It's a new world, bro. It's a new world, JC. Hey, don't send killers at my head, bro. This ain't the Malcolm X movie. We growing from that moment.
His long-standing relationship with Diddy. I was sent here to tell you the truth. I've been sent here to tell you the truth, even if it means risking my life, success, and career. Call me JC. You still haven't called me. Bro, cheering JC, give me a call.
person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan. What about him? His dad, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still Forbes, who hate me, right? Had the right net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? That never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even if they did figure out a way, I'm still not backing down from what I said.
To say that? I mean, probably not, given that music is likely to be charged for everything she says. They are criminals. Jay-Z and Diddy both deal drugs. The evidence is present. How many people must he be around before they recognize him for who he really is? Lastly, even Gene Deal.
Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances, harassing her. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge harassment campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what?
But is she also practicing witchcraft? In head-scratching court papers, Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer for the singer's all-girl band, is accusing Beyonce of, get this, extreme witchcraft and magic spells and the murder of my pet cat. She's actually filed a restraining order against the star. There's always been whispers that Beyonce belongs to some kind of secret society. They point to hand signals like this as an example of her communicating cryptic messages. But the accusations of witchcraft take things to a whole new strange level.
Not just one or two. The drummer also attempted to obtain a restraining order against her. Beyonce's former drummer for 7 years. A restraining order against Beyonce is what she is requesting. Music. She is pestering her, accusing her of witchcraft and dark magic.
So listen, there was a lady yesterday that went live on Instagram, okay? And she called out Beyonce for trying to harm her kid. Okay, is what she said, all right? Let me pull up this post here. Y'all turn to your Bible. So what does it say, Jasmine? She said, are you effing serious? You called for my child to be, I don't know, Ard? Does that say rape?
Oh, yeah, that's what that says.
That says R word? That says, you evil effing witch. At Essence, check on my child. I'm about to blow this shit through the fucking roof. At Beyonce, you went too effing far. You gotta be kidding me. I'm the child you oft to be a star. You forgot you were only supposed to be a star. On the tree, giving orders of takeouts. Never want, with your stardom, I don't know. Never went with your stardom. Watch what you all do in this time. When it was happening to me, I kept my mouth shut for my career, not my goddaughter. I'll blow your world up. That was her words, okay? Destiny's Child really jigga man.
Okay, allow me to open this post. Turn to your Bible, everyone. What does it say, Jasmine? Are you effing serious? You call for my child to be, I don't know, aren't those that say the R word? She asked. In essence, you are an evil witch. See how my child is doing. I'm going to blow Beyonce away with this. Answer. You went too damn far. You must.
Yeah, this restraining order was not done as a publicity stunt. I don't want anything, and I really want to make that clear. I want nothing to do with this person. Like, this was not to up my career. This was not to jumpstart my drumsticks, my CDs, my music, my label. I don't want anything to do with this. If you even offered me money, if anybody was offering money for interviews, I would not take it. I don't want anything to do with this person. Like, I want it dead. And it's even as far as me taking the legal matter and taking steps to putting it on writing, saying it, literally, that I don't want anything to do with this entire situation. With her money, with whatever she's got going on. I found a lot of my intellectual property stolen by her, my ideas, my drawings, the things I say, the things I do. She's even encouraged other celebrities to also steal and copy my ideas and things like that. So this has been a complete nightmare. I've been absolutely, I don't want to say the word rape, but just brutally abused with this entire situation of her trying to control everything that I'm doing and where I'm going. I mean, I've even traveled to different cities.
Scenario with her money, or anything she's got going on, even if I take the legal case and take the necessary measures to put it in writing. I discovered that
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
Why don't nobody want to accept that bitch bitch?
I think
she went and killed the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. Snacking on his bitch, killing people cat.
Sir. I believe she killed the female cats. All right. She was accused of serious witchcraft by the girl in court. She was in a hypnotic state. She took drugs. When Beyonce arrived, she was eating on him and, munching on his...
They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington. Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started f***ing all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't
control. I'm not sure. Furthermore, she revealed that Beyonce and Jay-Z collaborated to defeat Aaliyah, the popular girl, during a period when Beyonce's solo career was having difficulties. Similar to her husband Music, Beyonce has a strong desire to be the sole survivor and abandoned Music, Destiny.
He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
You did.
I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him. And so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list.
Their personal and professional lives, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Music, Kelly, and Sean Snorts Combs have one thing in common. Carter, Sean. She also mentioned that the Carters had collaborated to get rid of others beside Aaliyah, implying that the couple would do whatever it took to achieve their goals. I currently have 3 victims who are willing to testify about what Mr. Carter has done to both them and his music wife. They are
These charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
Diddy at the time in order to defend herself, Music, as doing so would have resulted in her own indictment. Every day, Beyonce loses hundreds of thousands or even millions of fans. But Music hasn't responded, merely acting as though Parisian life is fantastic. Does she have the right?
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yes.
a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more.
Peanuts, but I wouldn't say they were going to lose out. They were unable to provide them with $200,000 or $300,000 for an album. That kind of money was not something they could give them. They paid people like Graf $800,000 to record an album that was never released. They were therefore put in place to ruin East.
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be around before people see him for who he is?
To say that? I mean, probably not, given that Music is likely to be charged for everything she says. They are criminals. Jay-Z and Diddy both deal drugs. The evidence is present. How many people must he be around before they recognize him for who he really is? Lastly, even Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has acknowledged Music, that Diddy and Jay-Z were close and collaborated as informants to ruin rappers. Music, given that Jay-Z and Puff were tasked with destroying East Coast rap.
Because Jay-Z and Puff was given an assignment. And that was to destroy East Coast rap. They did not want East Coast rappers to get big. They were suppressing all new artists that was coming out of New York. Jay and Diddy was doing that. Cause down south rappers, Cash Money, No Limit, Ludacris and them, they was taking little money and bringing back more money and making more money for them. So the record labels, I wouldn't say they was going to lose off the East Coast rappers, but they couldn't give them peanuts. They couldn't give them $200,000 to do an album, $300,000 to do an album. They couldn't give them that type of money. They had people like Graf getting $800,000 doing an album and never came out. So they was placed to destroy the East Coast